Hi everybody! Today we are making this adorable Easter Swiss roll. This zesty lemon cake roll is painted with cute Easter bunnies and Easter eggs and filled with creamy and pillowy mascarpone whipped cream and burst of tangy lemon curd. It looks quite complicated to make, but I can tell you that it is easier than you thought. Alright, let's get started. Let's prepare the pattern batter for the Easter bunnies and the eggs. Sieve in icing sugar for easy mixing with the softened butter. Mix them with a spatula first to prevent the icing sugar from flying everywhere. Then mix them with a mixer at medium speed until the mixture turns fluffy and creamy. Keep the mixer on while adding the egg whites little by little. You might find the mixture appears to curdle at this stage, but don't worry, once we add the flour in, the mixture will become nice and smooth. Then add in the lemon extract to give the pattern a bit of flavor. Try to use a high quality one. If you are interested in the ingredients that I use for this Easter Swiss roll, all the links are in the description box below. Finally, sieving flour is to break up any lumps in it. Here I use cake flour, which contains lower protein, meaning less gluten is formed as we mix the batter together. As a result, it provides us a fluffier and softer texture. Look at this nice and smooth batter, but I need to turn this into this. How to do it is easy. I eyebrow the batter into small portions and add in gel food coloring until the shade of my liking. So I ended up with white, orange, soft pink, teal, purple, green, brown, and black. Let's get the pan prepared. Here I'm using a 28 by 28 centimeters square baking pan, and this is my designed pattern for this Easter Swiss roll. Does it have Easter vibe? And if you like to use it, please feel free to download it from my website. The link is in the description box below. Spray cake release spray to help the pattern stay in place rather than using tape. It will be easier to remove it when it's needed. If you don't have the spray, brush some butter also works. Tap off the excess using kitchen paper, then line the pan with a sheet of parchment paper. Before we start piping our pattern, don't forget to spray a thin layer onto the parchment paper to avoid the pattern stick onto it once it's baked. Again, tap off the excess. Now, after all the preparation, let's get the fun parts begun. I'm always excited about piping. Are you? Start by outlining the Easter eggs and bunnies. The black lines will help them pop out more. Then fill the pattern with the color of your liking. Be careful, try not to touch the outline when you are filling the pattern, but if you do, just wipe it off and pipe it again. Not a problem at all. Finally, use the brown and green to pipe the plants. When you are happy with it, place the pattern in the freezer until it's needed. Now let's get the Swiss roll in action. The link of the full written recipe is in the description box below. First of all, crack 5 eggs and separate the whites and the yolks into 2 different mixing bowls. Look at the color of the yolks, so vibrant. Add caster sugar to the yolks and start beating them using a mixer at medium speed. For this process, I devised a way of explaining in 4 stages to show you how to beat the mixture from this to this, so that it might help you understand what you are looking for. At stage 1 is the beginning. The mixture is sticky and grainy with no increase in volume at all. This is your sign to continue beating. At stage 2, the texture becomes runnier and the color is slightly lighter. You probably might still see the sugars not quite completely dissolved. At stage 3, you will start to see your mixture volumizing, turn airy and thicken, leave trails on the surface as well. At the final stage, the mixture becomes smooth and glossy. The volumes almost doubled in size and the color has also changed to light yellow significantly. Now we can add the rest of our wet ingredients: milk, lemon juice, oil, and lemon extract. Then give it a quick mix. For the dry ingredients, sieve in flour and salt to break up any lumps. Gently fold them in before using the handheld mixer to avoid the flour flying everywhere. Keep beating the mixture at medium speed until you can't see any flour. You might need to stop the mixer in between to scrape down the sides and the bottom of the bowl to make sure everything is well mixed. Last but not least, add in the lemon zest to give the cake an intense lemon flavor aroma. Gently mix it in, and now your mixture should look like something like this. For the egg whites, add a few drops of lemon juice to stabilize them. Whisk them at medium-low speed until it starts to become foamy. Then add the sugar in 3 stages. Give each stage 30 seconds to a minute in between to let the sugar dissolve. Once all the sugar is added, turn the mixer to medium-high speed and continue to whisk the egg whites until they form stiff peaks. The meringue will gradually change from liquid, thickening, to firm, smooth, and glossy. You can test it by pulling the meringue out. If there's a firm peak which holds its shape, that means it is done. Just like this. Let's high five for conquering the first half. We now need to preheat the oven before moving to the next step because the cake needs to be baked immediately once it's ready. To achieve the light, fluffy, and tender cake texture, we need to do is to whisk in the meringue gently in order to keep the batter as airy as we can. Always use a whisk instead of spatula because it helps incorporate air into it rather than deflate it. This small amount of meringue mainly is to loosen the cake batter first. Then scoop in 1/3 of it at a time. Whisk it very gently until you can't see any white blobs before scooping the next portion. Be patient and keep whisking. You should end up with a light and airy Swiss roll batter. Take the frozen pattern out from the freezer and remove the template. Pour in our cake batter. It is so airy and full of volume. I'm sure the Swiss roll will be light and soft. Last thing before putting this little beauty into the oven is to use an offset spatula to smooth out the surface and drop it against the work surface a few times to get rid of the baked bubbles trapped inside. Bake it in a preheated oven for about 12 to 15 minutes or when a skewer inserted into the center comes out clean. Wow, the smell makes my mouth water. Just want to eat it straight away. But we can't, can we? We have a more important job to do, which is to reveal our Easter pattern. Place a sheet of parchment paper on top and 3, 2, 1, flip. Oh wow, all the hard work paid off. When the cake is still warm, roll it before it's too late. Make sure the pattern is in the right direction and flip it again. Place a clean tea towel underneath and start rolling the cake with it in order to keep the cake as soft and moist as possible. Cool the cake completely on a wire rack with the seam down. For this Easter special, nothing is better than the combination of this creamy mascarpone whipped cream and zesty lemon curd, which is a gift from a friend of mine. Let's make this silky smooth mascarpone whipped cream. Always chill the mixing bowl in advance for easy whisking the cream. Add the mascarpone cheese and the icing sugar in the mixing bowl and whisk them at medium speed for 1 minute or so. When they are well combined, slowly add in the chilled double cream, followed by vanilla extract for extra flavor. Then continue to whisk until the mixture becomes firm, thick, and a spreadable consistency. That means it's ready, just like this. For your reference, this jar of lemon curd is about 3/4 of a cup. Look at the cake, it's so bouncy, and I'm sure once it is filled, it will turn into a beautiful roll cake. Mascarpone whipped cream from the fridge and homemade lemon curd from my friend. Let's fill the cake. Fill the center with generous amounts of whipped cream first, then use a spatula to spread a layer of filling over the surface, followed by a layer of lemon curd. Use a clean spatula to carefully spread it over the cream. When you are happy with it, begin to roll the cake back tightly but gently, using the help of the parchment paper. Then wrap it in a tea towel to prevent it from drying while setting in the fridge. After around 2 hours chilling, the cake is set. Can't wait to taste it. For a more professional look, trim both ends first. By the way, don't throw these 2 slices away, keep them for yourself because they have the most filling. This Easter masterpiece is already impressive, but to truly make it the star of the show on your dessert table, consider presenting it on a decorative plate of your liking. Get creative, the possibilities are endless. There you have it, my friends, a delicious and festive Easter Swiss roll that's perfect for sharing with loved ones. I hope you enjoy baking along with me. Please like, share, and subscribe now for more baking adventures. Let me know in the comments below what Easter treats you are making this year. Craving more Easter delights? The next video features these yummy Easter cupcakes. Click to see how I made them. Wishing you all a very happy Easter filled with joy and sweetness. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!